sure everything's running okay. We had a bit of an issue at the end of earlier stream, with things with it suddenly telling me that it was dropping frames, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's this guy Henry that's gonna give me a ride to Deer Creek. He'll be there waiting for me.
Okay, but just be careful, you know?
Oh, honey, I'll be fine.
So we did about an hour.
Exactly, but
Yeah, I know.
Of the demo. Sorry, I'm just double checking to make sure the sound isn't too high.
But still.
We did about an hour of the demo, so we'll see.
maybe we could go to
I'm
Greece
probably gonna
or
go
Italy.
through this a little
I think
bit
Amanda would
quickly at the
love it.
beginning,
You know how much she
because
loves
I've already
mythology.
seen it, but I feel like we gotta
Decide when you get back.
do it cohesively together, you know?
I've checked
There's
the
no
list twice.
recap, I
Everything's
looked.
packed. And most important,
so.
the Supermom socks that you and Amanda got me.
Have you washed them?
Oh, you gotta wash socks?
But anyways, it's
Oh
real.
shit, the taxi's already here. I gotta get going, honey. Remember to pack her clothes for tomorrow. Her dino is on the green sofa, okay?
Her
Love you,
dino.
hon. Give her a kiss for me, okay? Okay, bye.
I gotta have my glasses on. We're investigating, guys. Detectives. Get your detective caps on. She's coming out here to get pictures. I don't remember if she's a researcher. But... Hi, Bean. She's so hype. All I remember is that it takes place in Alaska. And that it was it's abandoned. For unknown reasons. I think that's all I remember. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to play this for so long. I've had it on my wish list. It's one of my most anticipated games. Yeah, Bean. Most anticipated indie games.
Oh, this will be perfect. Thank you, Henry.
Weary from the long travel, Charlotte falls into a dreamless sleep. Astra! Leave that alone. It's not for you.
I should grab my stuff and get going. The fire died out during the night and I'm freezing. The matches I brought shouldn't run out, and my journal keeps me on track on what to do.
Okay.
I better make a fire. I don't want to come back to a freezing cold cabin.
Thank goodness she narrates. Because it would take me forever. Hi, welcome! This is an indie game I played the demo of a while back and it just came out. So I figured we might as well check it out for a change
No
of
time to
pace.
rest.
Oh, it's also storming outside, so it's gonna storm for another couple hours, so if you hear anything crazy, it could be me, or it could be the game, I don't know, this game is kinda spooky. Kinda. I mean, it wasn't that scary yet when I was playing the demo, but it was suspense, it wears on you. It's
And
kind
I've already
of that.
prepared the firewood. Ugh, should be fine just tossing a match in.
So we need matches, okay. How do I go back? Yeah.
Plenty of firewood to keep me warm.
Okay. I forgot how to go back.
I
There
should
you
make
go.
the fire first.
Oh, I have a match on me? I do.
I doubt I'll get any warmer immediately, but once I come back, there hopefully will be some warmth in here.
I guess it's okay to just leave the fire like that.
I tried try not to interfere with the history of the places I visit, but I can't help myself collecting old photographs. I am a photographer, after all.
That's fair.
A small family of 3. I found this in the cabin. I suppose they stayed there.
So the little girl is the girl
It
that's on
says
the
Thomas
cover.
Adams,
and that I have
Mary
on
Adams,
the,
and Rosalind Adams on the backside.
on the thumbnail. I've been well. How are you doing? I've been really anticipating this game.
Let's get the reference photos done before anything else.
Okay, so they don't want us to mess with anything?
She needs a tone wheel or there won't be any music.
Ah.
Ah, it's a beautiful embroidery of a horse. I wonder what's inside.
Nothing.
It's empty.
Okay. Oh, I can't look at the drawers. Okay.
I'll use this later with my medium format, once my reference photos are taken. I'll save these for later, should I need them.
It's like we need our thing to tell us where we are. The camera.
Perfect fit. Everything should be good to go.
Yep. It's pretty simple.
Now to take the reference photo.
And I think, yeah, she just takes it when she
I
wants
hear
to
the
take
wind howling outside.
it. This is like... Okay, so it like wears on you. If you've ever played a game like The Long Dark and such, where it's just the solitude of being alone and like not
The
knowing
woods
what
are
could
but an
happen.
arm's reach away. I'll stick to the path.
You know, that's what makes it spooky, is it's like you're alone, but like what if you're not?
A wagon
you
lies
know?
broken along the path.
Yeah, lots to say. Lots to say. She's upset.
Yeah, I saw the wagon
'cause
just a minute
Ziggy's
ago. I went
downstairs.
straight forward from there.
But she came back up here before I closed the door, so it was her choice.
That's right. I'm a bit out of breath after the climb, actually.
Just keep going forward. You'll see the camp soon.
There it is. I can see it. I can see the camp.
Hi, Dean.
It is important that you
Do you want to
always
sit
keep
down?
your way.
You can sit down.
Henry,
That's okay.
can you hear me?
It's a dead zone. Look at you, Bean. Oh, she getting up. Don't you try to drink my drink. That's my drink. Move that butt. If you're gonna be in the way, move. Sorry.
What the hell is going on here?
I want to have my cam off for the
Strange.
cutscenes.
This is a military-grade flashlight. It shouldn't just give up like that. The moonlight is strong enough for me to see where I'm
Suspicious.
going, though. I'll be fine.
Again, I'm
A fully
gonna.
loaded wagon
I'm
lies
streaming
broken
this, but I'm
beneath the
also
snow.
I'm recording it and I'll
Did they
edit
leave it in a hurry?
She says hi too. This is this is like day 12 of her thinking that the new bookcase is her new cat tree.
A fully loaded wagon lies broken beneath the snow. Did they leave it in a hurry?
And this you can't.
This
Oh, God.
looks like an office.
Scared me.
This huge painting kind of dominates the whole room. I guess it was meant to. This must be the foreman of the camp. There's no oil.
Okay. I am curious if there's going to be more to interact with than there was in the demo.
No point in carrying old junk around, even if it's antique.
I would bring some stuff back
It's
to
out
the
of oil.
cabin. If I thought it was cool.
Ink blotter, a dried up bottle of ink, and an old wax stamp. I won't need any of them.
Because if it's something that's still, like, usable or you're able to appreciate, then it won't just go to waste out here, you know?
It's a group photo, probably of the people who lived here. Their names are written on the back, along with their roles. My goodness, what a gaze this man has. This is Edgar Flynn, a logger. He looks like he's carved from stone.
Okay.
I sure wouldn't want to get into an argument with him if I were one of the other loggers.
Okay, so Edgar. Logger.
A woman with long blonde hair, just like the man to her right. She's beautiful. That's Linda Grady, the teacher.
Okay.
Clearly much younger than
Linda,
the rest.
teacher.
Morgan Wright worked as a logger. Quite handsome, actually. I wonder what brought him here.
Okay, Morgan Wright, also a logger.
A rugged-looking man with deep-set eyes. The mustache really frames his face. That's Sam Barnes, the camp's blacksmith.
I'm gonna forget all of this. So, what was his name? Thomas?
My goodness, what a gaze
Edgar,
this
why
man
did I think it
has.
was Thomas?
This is Edgar Flynn, a logger.
Oh, God.
He looks like he's carved from Hank Grady, logger.
Oh, you're
There's a woman
Hank.
with this.
Oh God.
My goodness,
This is
what
so
a gaze
bad.
this man
Edgar,
sure wouldn't.
Morgan, Hank. They're all loggers.
Norman Jeffrey. He looks to be almost 2 meters tall. Unlike the others, there's no job listed for him.
Okay.
Thomas Adams, foreman.
That's the
He
guy
looks
we just
pretty
saw the
stern.
picture of.
I suppose you had to be running an operation like this. Quite. Thomas
Oops, I didn't
Adams,
mean to,
foreman.
cut-
He looks
cut her
pretty
off.
stern. I suppose you had to be running an operation like this. Quite an elegant suit for a logging camp, though. Mary Adams, wife of the foreman. She didn't seem to have had any real duties, as none are mentioned. Oh my gosh, she looks so pale and weary.
I think she's sick. I think she was sick.
This large, burly man is Charles Miller, a logger. Damn, those shoulders could probably carry a whole tree. They were made of sterner stuff, these men, that's for sure.
Okay.
What a motherly aura this woman gives off, and it's just a photograph. Dora Evans worked in the cookhouse. I bet she had her hands full keeping the men well fed.
Okay, so she was the
Jane
cook.
Miller. It reads she worked in the infirmary and also in the cookhouse. She looks concerned. This is Samuel Levine, the shopkeeper. Bit slimmer than the others, with sharp eyes.
I said somebody had the same hair as him. I don't see anybody with the same hair as him. Okay.
An ink blotter, a dried up bottle of ink, and an old wax stamp. I won't need any of them.
Oh yeah, she already said that.
The drawer is locked. Of course it is.
Empty, unfortunately.
Okay. We're just checking everything out. And of course I don't have this. Okay.
The windows are cracked, probably because of the cold.
Yeah,
I
talk
can
about
see the
cold.
camp extending in the distance. This must be the creek from which the camp got its name. The bridge connecting the two parts of the campsite has been completely demolished.
I have to like cut this somehow.
I can't reach it. This crane is massive.
Yeah, we'll have to put something there.
Seems intact after all these years.
Okay.
What a scene. This will be a great shot when I bring my medium format. An old cast iron stove. Its hatch is rusted shut. This must be a wheel for one of the timber wagons. Grim looking thing. A thick leather apron. Looks well made.
Oh, there's something inside the pocket.
It's an old photograph.
I don't think I got this before.
Sam Barnes and Hank Grady seemed close.
I wonder if it's new.
Sam Barnes and Hank Grady seemed close.
Oh, they must be the siblings. They didn't look the same to me.
More rust than file, it seems.
When it said, like, same hair, I was thinking same hair color. But that's not necessarily true.
Let's get the reference photos done before anything else. I should start on getting my reference photo.
Okay.
It's locked.
Lock it.
There's a workbench over here.
Everything keeps like jump scaring
I should
me.
focus on mapping
When
out
it
the place
fades in,
first.
I'm like, oh, what is that? Because it's so dark.
Just old junk left behind by the blacksmith. Just old junk.
Okay, so none of that's important at the moment. Got it. So we want to
Looks
go
like
in
an
each
infirmary.
place.
Guess the workers got hurt regularly.
I mean, you just need a place to be able to tend to injuries, you know?
3 beds. I imagine they were frequently used. I'd rather not.
I should focus on getting my...
Okay, let's go back before I click anything else. And
This
make
must be
map.
where the men slept and rested during their free time.
Here we go. It's so creepy at night.
I don't smoke. What's this? Seems like a hastily drawn overview of the area.
I guess it shows where the men worked.
So Flynn, Barnes, Miller. Oh, Flynn had 2 areas. Or maybe there's 2 Flynns. I don't remember. Levine. So this was Deer Creek. So Barnes had the other side. Miller got like the camp area. Okay.
Lemonade. Frozen solid.
Oh my.
I should start on getting my reference...
Okay.
Those are all the nearby buildings, but there must be more to Deer Creek than this. I'll have a look around. The last flame died a long, long time ago.
I should focus on mapping...
Focus on mapping out the area first. Okay.
Maybe this could work as a makeshift bridge if I could just find a way to fell it. I should be able to find something in the filer's shack. There were plenty of tools lying around in there.
That's what I was trying to
Guess I
do.
need to find something to get that tree down. Even if it means meddling with the past. Yeah, I can't just not try to get to the other side.
Can't be skipping ahead here. Is this the filer shack?
More
Maybe it is in the back.
I might need to reconsider moving stuff around. Otherwise, I won't make it to the other side.
Yeah.
This might come in handy.
There you go.
just old junk left behind.
Okay, so don't worry about that.
Let's see if I can get this thing open.
Bust that thing.
Come on, you bastard.
I forgot she says that.
Who were you, old soldier?
Looks like Hank Grady served in the Union Army during the war. There's a distant look in his eyes, like part of him never made it back. It's not all that heavy.
It's a bit flimsy and really blunt, but I think I should be able to sharpen it.
Sharpen the axe. Okay.
This axe won't cut anything until I sharpen it.
Okay, so I don't sharpen it there.
The last flame died a...
Okay, so where do I sharpen it then? I don't really know. So, no, it's not in here. It has to be in here somewhere.
Huh. More rust.
Too rusty to sharpen anything, but there might be something else laying around in here.
Just some scrap pieces of wood. An old cast iron stove. Its hatch is rusted shut.
It's mostly cream.
This must be a wheel for one of the timber wagons.
Should I need to make a fire, this'll work perfectly.
Just old junk left behind by the...
Ah, it's a whetstone. Okay. Combine this and that.
I think this will work, but it's going to take forever. I'll head back to the cabin and sharpen it there.
Smart.
That's all the reference photos. Time to head back to the cabin and get started sharpening the axe.
I'm happy. I'm happy she was, like, okay with taking coal and stuff, because, like,
Good grief, it's
that's just
cold.
smart, you know what I mean?
I'll toss some logs into the fire and get started on sharpening the axe. If I can get this thing sharp enough, I just might be able to fell that tree. This trip certainly starts out differently.
(1886), 17th of August.
Mrs. Adams, I would advise keeping a journal. It may prove beneficial in alleviating your condition. At first, I did not know what to make of Dr. Williamson's recommendation. At the time, I thought nothing of it, as he was yet another man of medicine, attempting to somehow distract me from my melancholy, as they had seemed to giving up on finding a cure for my condition.
I think I might have read it last time. I don't think it had a voice actor. I could be wrong.
Cannot say that I blame them. I have lived with this affliction for so long. I failed to remember what it was like to be without it. If ever such a time truly existed, how the keeping of a journal might be of any use, I do not know, but I suppose it is worth the attempt. The men began to fell the trees nearby in framing the buildings. I must admit, it's quite impressive to behold the manner in which these closely bound men work, with steady hands and quiet efficiency. And as dusk falls, we gather around the cast iron stoves we brought to rest from the day's hard work.
Let me see how loud. She's okay. Her
I
voice
watched
is kind of
Thomas
low,
as we
though.
travel deeper into the land. I sensed his growing anxiety, as the terrain proved far more impassable than what he had been promised back in the city. The promise of untapped land had been too great a load. He had set his mind upon proving himself a man of industry. And in that desperation, I fear he placed too much faith in the words of a silver-tongued land broker.
See, she's hit. That's her husband. The foreman is her husband.
There was no turning back, though, only forward. He maintained his composure in front of the men, but I could sense his doubts about this endeavor. I didn't want to burden him even further with inquiry, so I kept quiet. Regardless, the men continued their diligent work, and within a few weeks' time, quarters for the men and women were erected. A cookhouse and a barn had their roofs laid. It felt wondrous, seeing civilization take shape upon this most wild of frontiers. We were meant to reach Deer Creek much earlier, but, as with many aspects of this endeavor, things proved far more difficult than anticipated. I feared the circumstances would be hard on Rosie, but she surprised me, as she so often does, playing with and cherishing every small insect and creature she came across.
See, she said she's melancholy. She probably just has depression. there's something wrong with you.
She even
You know, if
sat
you
beside the
acted
loggers
different.
and chatted,
If you had
much to
any
Thomas'
kind of
dismay,
issue, oh, there's something
and
wrong
my
with that person,
ill-concealed
you know?
merriment.
Mr. Flynn, did you know that I love dancing? I had a dream last night that I was a ballerina. A real ballerina. How old are you? Have you always had such a thick mustache? I'll be turning 8 in 2 weeks, and I've wished for a horse. Because I love horses. And butterflies, too. They're so beautiful. Do you have any wishes for your birthday, Mr. Flynn?
Yeah. Peace and quiet.
Spoken like a
Oh,
typical
Mr.
guy.
Flynn, you can't give someone peace and quiet because it's not a thing.
Well, I wish it were.
So I wonder if each day we're gonna get little snippets from the journal. And at
That'll
the end,
leave a
we
blister.
find the journal.
One thing
you
is
know?
for certain, I'm no blacksmith, but hopefully it's sharp enough.
Okay. My nail broke before I started stream, so I needed to trim it. It was driving me nuts. Okay.
No time to rest.
Okay, so we just woke up then.
Should fit. She needs a tone wheel, or there won't be any music. At the back of the north wind. Bedtime story, I'd assume. I'll use this later with my medium format, once my reference photos are taken.
Oh, you think there's gonna be something in the photo? Ooh, I just thought about that.
Shouldn't the sun be up by now? What's going on here? There's a faint hum of static coming from the radio. The mic is dead. Something must have happened when I moved through the woods. A wagon lies broken along the path.
Alright, we have our axe. We don't really have any food, which is concerning. Oh, it's split.
Well, that's the end of that axe.
Couldn't we keep the axe head? I guess not. Hi, Bean. Hello. She like, I'm busy. Got places to be. Oh, the schoolhouse. Excuse me?
The
Who
other
goes
side of
there?
the camp. I wonder what these buildings were for.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
A dining hall. Cutlery's left on the table as if they simply disappeared. Such a great photograph. Seems like Hank, over a cup of coffee, said something Flynn didn't agree with.
Okay, so she's just gonna talk about who's who. Good, because I would not have remembered. I was trying to remember and I was like, I'm not gonna. So I'm glad.
So eerie to see all the
She's
cutlery
just gonna
laid out
say
like
who it
this,
is.
as if they were just about to sit down for a meal. All lined up, as if the dinner was just about to be served. I guess this is where they served the food. Nothing interesting about this. A big scoop for a tall pot. They probably ate like horses. This probably required 2 people to empty. I've never seen a pot this size. Jeez. No point in carrying this around unless I have a good reason.
I could smack somebody with that. For sure.
They feel heavy, probably still filled with grain or flour. Nothing interesting.
Okay.
Seems to be some sort of living quarters.
Set in the bed. I'm spooked. I'm spooked.
I bet this was used day in and day out to patch clothes and blankets.
Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven.
I've never really read the Bible, but I've heard this passage.
Cool, because I've never heard of it. I'm scared of it.
Doesn't
all.
look very comfy.
Even though
just
it's
some
not
old
that creepy
textiles.
at all.
Should ignite with a match. It's stacked Scandinavian style. They knew what they were doing. It's pretty hefty. Must be made of wood. There's a large hairpin in its hair. To hell with it. I'm taking it.
You take that hairpin.
I have no need for this. Looks like the children captured their own view of the world by drawing it.
There was only one kid, though, right?
Ah, damn it. The tone wheel key is stuck. It won't turn. I'm sure the kids played with this and the wooden horse all the time. Songs of the Forest.
Begged a cage.
The word begged is heavily circled. There's a grid showing where to place the pegs, I'd assume. The trapped dancer. More circling. A cage this time. The grid markings are no longer visible.
Okay, that looks important for a puzzle.
I don't want to break it. I bet it took the kids on some real imaginative adventures back then. These beds are smaller. I guess the children slept here.
In a house by themselves?
Doesn't look very comfy. Colonel Bramwell's finest roast.
Okay.
Looks like a barn.
Okay. Oh, that's
Poor
sad.
thing. Trapped in the stall. To starve and freeze to death. Why? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't think they did. I think they were
I
trying
doubt
to
I'll
get
be
out.
doing any horseback riding. The leather seems dry and brittle. Looks like an old hemp rope. The rope is surprisingly light.
That was sad. Okay.
A storehouse. Damn, it looks like a storm went through. Christ.
What?
This isn't just the passing of time. Something happened here. Looks like a struggle took place. A violent one. It's an antique cash register. It's just an old rusted coffee can.
What you doing, Bean? I hear jingling around.
I'll take a closer look.
Somebody behind there.
I usually don't do this, but this might hold some clues to what happened here.
What, huh? Okay, I don't know what to do with that yet.
Seems like it's pretty rusty.
There's a lock over there.
I need to have a look at that door before I leave.
This door?
What's this?
Uh-oh. Hide!
Seems like someone didn't want anyone to enter or leave.
What does she mean? There's a heavily locked door. Get the feeling it's safekeeping more than just wares, given the size of the padlock. Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this. This lock looks solid, heavy. I wonder who kept all the keys. The foreman?
Okay. Oh, I'm spooked. Okay, so we've been all through here. I guess we do the schoolhouse.
Oh, I wonder what this building is. Looks like a church, but there's no cross. A school, maybe?
It's definitely a school. Usually a school has a little... It usually looks like this. At least the old-time schoolhouses.
Ugh, it's no use. The door is blocked from the inside. I should take a look around.
Why would that be the case?
The door's blocked, so this might be the only way. It still feels like a bad idea, though.
What if there's something in there? I'm on the edge of my seat. Astra, you want to come sit here? Make me feel better. If it was any other kind of environment, I mean, there would be animals and stuff in here. Uh-oh. That didn't work out.
Oh, goddamn, my shoulder. Oh, fucking hell. Well,
Ouchie.
that was stupid. I'm not telling Peter about this.
Yeah, it seems like the window is my only way in. Hopefully I can find something that can help me reach it. Perhaps a ladder or a rope?
I did get a rope.
The rope won't latch onto anything by itself. I need to tie something to the rope's end. Might help it catch the frame.
Oh, I can go get that thing from before. Okay. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Do we go up
There's some
further?
sort of structure on top of that hill. It seems like there's a path next to the school.
Oh, here we go. Now, why would I
I
stop
would get
in the
lost
middle?
immediately. I need some sort of map to navigate the woods.
Ah, okay. Then we don't go that way. Okay. So would I use the rope here?
Life has many possibilities, but
This isn't one of them. Okay. So it said the foreman.
I'm sure the foreman was the one holding all the keys in camp. Hopefully I'll be able to find something in here. This painting, it almost feels like it's staring at me. There's something uncanny about this painting.
Maybe I could use the hairpin on that lock. I don't think so, though. That was a really intense
The shelves are
lock.
empty.
Dragging decorative, impractical furniture all the way out here. I bet the workers weren't too happy about it.
Oh, maybe we could open this.
It won't fit like this, but with a little bending and flattening, it might work.
Okay.
That doesn't work.
Oh. Then maybe...
Won't work.
Oh, maybe there's something in here we can take. Because we didn't really get to look around before.
Lemonade. Frozen. I don't smoke. Miller covered the woods to the south of the foreman's cabin.
But this isn't good enough of a map.
There's a mirror on the wall. Strange to think that the men looked in this exact same mirror while shaving 100 years ago. Jesus Christ.
The music starts up.
No. No. I shouldn't let my imagination get the better of me.
That was cool.
A brush and some shaving tools. I don't need any of this. The bellows has ripped. I suppose the men entertained themselves with music in their spare time.
I might have to turn on the interactable stuff.
Rusted, locked, or frozen shut. Either way, it won't open. Yeah, no, I'd rather not trip with this poison in my backpack.
But why would we be able to interact with poison?
Good thing I'm wearing gloves. This rag is dirty, very dirty. They could prove useful. The scissors are worn and in poor condition. A bunch of old medical equipment. I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Okay. I was trying to take the other thing. Just a couple. Okay.
3 beds.
Okay, so we got a lot of things in here now. Oops. We still don't have oil for the lantern, rope, a rag. Wasn't there one I could make a fire in?
It should burn for a long time. The firewood burns strong. The firewood burns.
Okay, sorry, I was just seeing. I'm still raining bean. Oh no, she napping now. I'm so on the edge of my seat, oh my god.
It's a laundry room. There's
I
a
missed
mangler
this.
next to a large wash tub.
Okay, I'm grossed out officially. Like, this is gross.
That's a waste of time.
What is it?
It wasn't just the men working hard, that's for certain.
Oh,
Looks
use
to be
that
laundry
to
soap
maybe
used to
dry
clean
clothes.
textiles.
Oh, maybe use that to clean with.
Seems to be a tub for cleaning clothes.
What's in there?
Huh, they left some things in there.
So I'd need hot water or something to put in there.
Grandma had one of those.
The wash. Use that to wash the clothes, right?
Laundry soap, and lots of it. It was probably quite busy here, considering how hard work was back then.
can't believe I totally missed that. Should I put the coal in here, maybe?
Life has many possibilities.
Okay, no. There's gotta be something I can do to get in the schoolhouse. Guess we're gonna turn on the labels so that we know where to go. Oh, it's just telling me. I thought it would, like, actually tell me what's interactable.
Goodness, that thing is enormous. Nothing of interest, just crooked nails, worn out files, and a broken hammer. Just some scrap pieces of wood.
Oh yeah, I saw
This
that.
must be a wheel for one of the timber wagons. The last flame died a lot. I would need fuel for the fire and some sort.
Okay, fuel. Aha!
The fire's ready to be made, but I need a good reason to light it. The flames won't last forever. Gathering everything to start the furnace fire was a hassle. I shouldn't waste it.
Bellows for the furnace.
I doubt I'll need any.
Okay.
That's not the way to do it. Just old junk. I'll grab a few. They might come in handy.
I think I took everything there. It is helping me see if I missed something, because it like will pop up and I'll be like, oh. Yeah, those need oil as well. There's probably going to be something up here if we can get oil. Or maybe it'll show, because it says this painting is creepy. So maybe...
Just a pair of empty journals.
Nothing but dried up coffee inside.
Okay, so let's look at our notes. Oh, there's a ladder in the barn. I didn't go up the ladder. I felt so bad for the horse. I never made it up to it.
Air is thick with dust.
Scared me. Oh god, what's in there?
What is this? A small metal ring. A piece of machinery?
Not me spooked by thinking there's just gonna be a body in there.
No barn without a hay fork, I guess.
Okay. So we're just missing the school and the tower. Whoa, I'm having a glitch here. Having a glitch. I'm just gonna save. Okay, there we go. My thing disappeared. So I was just having a moment. I was like, wait, my bag's gone. Okay. So we got ourselves a wheel. Maybe we can tie the... Oops. I forgot you gotta combine.
Maybe something else. I'll take a closer look. I usually don't do this, but this might hold some clues to what happened here. That's not it. Hey, would you look at that? There's a ledger inside. S. Levine, General Store, Deer Creek, 1887. This might have some answers. I got it open somehow, and now it's empty. It's just an old rusted coffee can.
Oh my.
Issued to Mr. Hank Grady. Pipe tobacco, 1/2 pound. Chamomile tea, 1 tin. Charged to his account.
No, Astra, don't play with that.
Issued to Mr. Barnes. Coffee, 3 pounds. Sugar, 1 pound. Charged to his account. Supplied generously to sustain the evenings he spends with Mr. Grady at the forge, sharing coffee and conversation while seeing to small projects left from the day. Duly noted. Provisioned unto Ms. Dora Evans for cookery. Salt pork, 12 pounds. Sugar, 5 pounds. Tallow, 4 pounds. Set against company board. Stores remain sound.
I don't know what that means.
Issued to Jeffrey. Peppermint drops, 1 pound. Molasses taffy,
Do you
1
think it's
tin.
a thing where...
Charged to his account. Curious quantity for a grown man, yet duly noted.
Do you think maybe that it's gonna be something that someone ate? That made them crazy? Or something like that, where it's like, you know, some kind of like biological thing.
Issued to Mr. Miller. Worker boots, 1 pair. Shoelaces, 1 pair. Can of leather grease, 1 can. Charged to his account. For use in camp, duly noted.
Okay.
Miller and Grady came to blows over a disagreement at the timber line. Words escalated quickly, and before anyone could intervene, Grady had Miller on the ground with fractured ribs. We'll have to spend 2 weeks in the infirmary before being able to return to work.
Dang. Somebody got mad.
Mrs. Adams entered the storehouse just
Miller
before
and Grady.
closing. The 3 men at the counter, Wright, Flynn, and Miller, fell silent at once. I could barely hear her as she spoke in a faint voice, asking for soap and candles for the foreman's cabin.
Okay. Trying to see the last one. Okay.
I have observed a certain familiarity between Mrs. Miller and Mr. Wright whenever they are together in the storehouse. It seems unseemly, and such improprieties can serve no good purpose in this camp or in Mr. Adams' business dealings. I shall leave it for now. I'll put this in the backpack in case I want to read it later.
Wow, I missed that. It's probably on here.
October 14th, 1887. The men left this morning as dawn broke. I pray the Lord will guide them. October 15th, 1887. Yesterday's search was fruitless. The men could not find any trace and came back empty-handed today as well. October 16th, 1887. There's no more text. It seems like they were looking for someone. I wonder what happened. October 14th.
So someone disappeared.
October 15th. Yesterday's search was October 16th. There's no more text.
Seems like they were looking for someone. I wonder what happened.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click it again.
It's out of oil. The drawers are empty.
They're all empty.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. We have made progress. Okay, hold on. Let me put the sound back on for you guys. Okay, so there's a key right here that I missed.
A small key was left on the shelf. I wonder where it goes.
Okay, so it actually goes to... Oh, not this, not this. The infirmary. And there is a...
The small key actually fits. There's something inside.
a diary.
Patient, Charles Miller. Cause, injuries sustained in altercation with H. Grady, evening of August 4th. Condition, 2 ribs fractured, left side. Heavy bruising to chest and flank.
Altercation with Grady. So it was Miller and it was this guy. I wouldn't want to be going against that guy.
Binding of
'Cause
wrists,
you're-
renewed every second day. Laudanum issued sparingly for pain. Warm compress applied mornings and evenings. Convalescence slower than expected due to patient's ill temper and restlessness. Full recovery estimated within a fortnight. Patient, Charles Miller.
Okay, so we saw that.
Patient, Hank Grady. Cause, axe glance to left forearm while
Ooh.
limbing spruce.
Ooh.
Condition, shallow laceration, no arterial breach.
Okay, well at least it wasn't
Treatment,
too bad.
wound cleaned with carbolic solution. 3 stitches applied. Bandaged to remain clean and dry. Fit for light duty. Return for stitch removal in 1 week. No further concern.
Okay.
Patient, Morgan Wright. Cause, sprained ankle after misstep on wet wood.
Huh.
Condition, mild swelling, tenderness at joint. Treatment, cold compress applied, linen wrap for support. Rest advised. Recovery swift. Mr. Wright fit for dispatch evening of the 5th, yet retained for observation an additional night. Released morning of the 6th. Patient, Samuel Levine. Cause, burn to right palm from mishandling stoveplate. Condition, 1st-degree burn, no blistering of concern. Treatment, cool water immersion. Salve applied, aloe and tallow. Hand wrapped lightly, cleared for duty next day, to avoid heavy gripping for 24 hours.
Okay.
Patient, Edgar Flynn. Cause, bruising to the right shoulder after log slip on
So what are
rollway.
you doing?
Condition, motion somewhat limited, no fracture suspected.
She just fell off the windowsill.
Treatment, shoulder cleaned and examined. Cold cloth applied. Recommended 2 days rest and avoidance of overhead work. Patient disregarded advice and returned to the site before noon, despite my attempts at dissuasion.
Wow, didn't want to listen.
Charles's injury. Charles lies in the infirmary still, 9 days since his quarrel with Mr. Grady. I tend him only because it is required of me. His wound heals, but his anger does not. He speaks to me only in bitterness, as though I stitched his hurt with my own hands, or as if I were the cause of the quarrel. I wish these days would hasten on, so Charles may return to the forest and I might know some respite from his temper.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Adams returned again this morning after the men had gone out for the day's work, asking after more laudanum. His hands trembled slightly as I measured the draft, and I warned him against taking so much. He dismissed me sharply as though my concern were but an unwelcome hindrance between him and the medicine. I fear he depends far too heavily upon the bottle, yet he will not heed a word of warning.
Oh goodness, we got multiple problems happening.
Mrs. Adams presented this afternoon in a state of great agitation. A mild sedative was administered, though it produced little observable effect upon her mind. Understandably, given the circumstances.
What circumstances? Like maybe if the kid went missing. That's all I can think of.
There's nothing more of interest here. An old medicine box.
Okay, I got that. Now what do we do? Now it becomes the question, like that doesn't really get us anywhere else. Okay. So, I didn't even realize this. But if you use the sewing machine, I mean not the sewing machine, in the laundry room, this thing, I don't even know what this is, but you gotta use the hammer.
A gentle knock should do it.
and you take off the little handle, and we can use that on here. I literally didn't even know that could come off. That would have been a long time of me trying to
There's
figure
no
that
way.
out.
The handle actually fits.
And it took him a
I
while
bet
too.
This is going to be heavy.
So, work smarter, not harder, guys. I figured I had to get some help. Alright.
I'm sure this will end up being useful.
Thanks. Okay, we're gonna combine this and
This
this.
should work. I'll tie the rope to the hook.
Cool. Now let's go in that school. Everybody brace yourselves. Astra, where are you? Where are you, Astra?
That's not the way to do it.
I gotta get closer. Astra? I'm so spooked. Oh, is my sound back on? Oh shoot. I don't know if I put it back on. It is back on. Okay, good. Oh my god. What's gonna be in there? I'm more scared of that store door, but I'm still scared. Okay, we gotta take a picture first,
Made
right?
it. In one piece.
Here we go. New location.
That should be all the buildings in the camp, but I can't shake the feeling that there's something about that locked door.
There's also a place at the top that we need to get to, a tower. Maybe we'll just have to go there to try to escape or something. There's definitely going to be something here for us to be able to
I've
use.
seen one of these ages ago. A magic land. Wow, it's beautiful.
Oh,
It'd be
okay.
amazing if I.
Let's see.
The colors are still vibrant.
Why did she say, Like, maybe I need to get some oil for the lamp.
A picture of a teacher. Red noses and red cheeks.
Red
It must have been a
noses and
chilly
red
day when they took
cheeks.
this picture. I can't find any names. Red
Oops.
noses
I'm sorry, I
and
didn't
red
mean to
cheeks.
click.
It must have been a chilly day when they took this picture. I can't find any names, but I'm quite sure that's Rosalind Adams in the front.
There's a lot more kids than I thought there was gonna be. She was behind the curtain. She fell between the windowsill and her litter box thing. So she was just sitting there. So I put the litter box against there so that way if she wants to go on the window, she can like lean on the litter box. I just felt bad.
Recently, I've
she
worked with
can't go
Alfred
on the
on his letters
windowsill.
and words. He stumbles, hesitates, and often grows frustrated with himself, yet he does not give up. I can see the struggle in his small shoulders, and even though my heart aches for his struggles, he has got to learn for himself. This morning, he read his first full paragraph without faltering. I could sense the other children held their breath as he laboriously made it from word to word until the end. My heart swells with pride. In a place so harsh, these small sparks of learning are like sunlight breaking through the clouds.
Aw, that's cute.
Today, I watched little Rosalind as she explored the pages of her book with eyes wide as the morning sky. She asks questions that tumble out like the rushing creek, each one more eager than the last. Her laughter is as bright as her curiosity is unyielding. I marvel at the way she devours knowledge, as though the world itself were a story waiting for her alone. In her, I see the purest joy of learning. May the Lord keep her spirit unbroken, for children like her remind me why I came here at all. I pray that God grant me the wisdom to guide these children with love, not fear. In this wilderness where life and circumstance weigh heavy on the heart and mind, and where all wrestle with their hardships and sorrows, that I may be a beacon of mercy and patience for the little ones.
She reminds me of Tabitha. for some reason from Scarlet Hollow. Like, just
Some
her
evenings, I
her
feel as
sprite.
though Deer Creek sits at the very end of the world. The forest looms like a great wall around us. The bristles of the trees hum in the wind, as if the trees were whispering secrets to one another. The men return from the logging grounds with faces chapped by cold and weariness. It is a hard place, and at times, a lonely one. Tonight, the
Sorry.
lantern flickers weakly, fighting the drafts that creep in through the boards. Nights like these, I find solace in the scripture. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. The words felt written for this place, for this very night. As I read these passages, although the wind outside still howls, the cold still gnaws, and the shadows press close, I am reminded that even here, in this harsh and distant corner of the earth, I am held. The Lord's presence reaches farther than any wilderness. And with that truth resting in my heart, I find comfort to meet another day.
She's very religious.
Today, as the cold wind cut through the camp, I reflected just how far from the world we are. I felt once more the quiet comfort of having Hank near, silent, vigilant, and actionable. I cannot help but think of the life he has carried before arriving here. The war, the rangers, the horrors no one dares to speak aloud. I see it in his face, in the distance that sets in upon his eyes at times, as if a dark bird, just from nowhere, lands upon his soul. How utterly cruel the world has been to him, to force a soul so capable of love and compassion to endure such unimaginable darkness.
Does he have, like, PTSD or something?
My heart aches with gratitude and sorrow.
I mean, he could also just have
How could
depression.
one so worn by
I'm
the
just
world
trying to
still
think,
care
like,
so wholly for
There
another?
was, she called it, like, a potentially violent, like, thing that went down in the store. You know, like, having PTSD can lead to, like, violent outbursts.
I love my brother dearly, more than
That's
words
right,
can
they're
hold.
siblings.
And I pray that somehow, in this wilderness, we might find solace together. The Lord may have carried me far from home, but he has left me my brother, and for that, I am endlessly thankful. I pray fervently that the Lord someday will grant him peace and mercy for the things he was led into.
Oh,
My heart is heavy with the weight of what I cannot take back, and I tremble at the thought that the Lord's mercy may not reach me. How can I stand before him, knowing I have faltered so grievously? How utterly cruel is the Lord to set me before such a choice.
what choice? Did she have to choose to, like, save the rest of the kids and leave the
I'm a
girl?
long way from home, that's for sure.
I don't know, I'm just
A teacher's
connecting
bell.
random ideas together. I have no, like, you know, not nearly enough information to make any kind of
Seems to be
inference.
verses from the Bible. The last lecture was Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd.
Well, that's a familiar one.
Just a bunch of books, mostly middle school literature.
How have they survived in the elements for this long?
Oh my God.
I wonder if this still works.
What's this?
Oh, that is so freaking creepy, bro. Make it stop.
It describes the way a phonautograph works, the world's first sound recorder. Gives some perspective as of how long ago it was the people of Deer Creek resided here.
I'm gonna take my headphones off. That's creeping me out.
It's a thorough mechanical explanation on how the tumbler lock works.
Oh,
I think I should be able to pick locks from now on. I wonder if the locked drawer over at the foreman's office is a tumbler lock. Could be.
that was so freaking creepy, dude. Oh my god.
Such a relic. Too bad I can't bring it home.
Can I not get it open? There's gotta be a way. Okay, so what did I want to do? Oh, I can pick the lock in the desk, right?
It won't fit like this, but with a...
She said she could pick some sort of lock.
That'll do. I think I should be able to pick locks with this.
Ah.
Let's see if I can get this thing open.
Yeah, it would make sense. Oh. It would make sense, if that the key to the safe would be in the foreman's journal. You know what I mean? That just makes logical sense.
Fuck.
She just keeps cursing. Honestly, I would too. Ooh, lucky. Ooh, not lucky. There we go.
Guess that little crash course in lockpicking actually paid off.
There's his bottle.
I have no use for this. The bottle is empty. Morphine pills. Wow, seems like the foreman was in a lot of pain.
Or he was just using, like, the other lady said that he didn't need it necessarily.
Maybe it fits the storehouse
That he was
lock.
using
It's
too
worth a
much or
try.
something.
I might learn something useful from this.
I'm scared, yo. Okay. I found all the journals. Is this the end of the game? I need to go get Bean. She'll keep me
Miss
okay.
Evans is a diligent worker and held in high esteem by the men, proving herself a considerable asset to the camp. Her knack for turning modest provisions into hearty and satisfying fare does much to sustain the men's spirits and preserve the industrious temper essential to our operations. I have, however, been obliged to remind her, firmly, of the proper order of authority between her position and mine in matters of dispute. I fear Miss Evans does not yet fully grasp the discipline and hierarchy upon which the camp must rely. Nonetheless, I intend to renew her contract, for the worth she brings to the camp far outweighs the modest wages she commands. Mr. Flynn must surely be the hardest working lumberman in the entire Northwest. Possessed of remarkable strength and endurance, he performs near twice the labor of any ordinary man, and I see to it that he is duly compensated for such exertions. His physical presence, too, appears to exert a calming influence over the other men when disputes or disagreements arise. I am given to understand that Mr. Flynn carries with him a past of some complexity, yet that is no concern of mine so long as he fulfills his duties here at Deer Creek, which he does with exemplary discipline. His contract shall most certainly be renewed. Mr. Levine divides his time between the forest work and managing the camp's dealings with the men through the store, and he is well aware of the margins I expect to see upheld. His loyalty is unwavering, and he is keenly attuned to the undercurrents within the camp, those matters that do not reach me in my official dealings with the workforce. We have already come to an agreement regarding an extension of his contract.
Okay.
I regret the day I engaged Mr. Jeffrey's services. I freely admit that I owed his cousin Eugene a favor for the doors he had opened for me, but never again. While I can, to a degree, sympathize with the sorrow Mr. Jeffrey has endured in connection with the accident, a misfortune no man should suffer.
Okay.
The fact remains that he is utterly incapable of performing a single task without delaying or complicating matters for the others in the camp. This leads me to the conclusion that his employment should be terminated at the earliest opportunity. He also appears unable to conduct himself properly among the other men, and so, to reduce the risk of disputes, I have had the storeroom in the store cleared and placed Mr. Jeffrey there. I regret the day I engaged Mr. Jeffrey's services. I freely admit that I owed his cousin Eugene a favor for the doors he had opened for me, but never again. While I can, to a degree, sympathize with the sorrow Mr. Jeffrey has endured in connection with the accident,
What
a
accident?
misfortune no man should suffer.
Okay, so he locked Jeffrey in there? Okay, but that makes no logical sense. Oh, I just stuck him in there? Or maybe that was just his quarters? Wait, I'm gonna read the rest. We were on Jeffrey. I'm gonna read the rest, but wait. Oh wait, Linda's not. I don't want to read hers. It's the other person. What does it say? Is Jeffrey in here? No. Because I was gonna say if... Because one of them, she said that he was angry. It was Charles.
Charles's injury. Charles lies in the infirmary still, 9 days since his quarrel with Mr. Grady. I tend him only because it is required of me. His wound heals, but his anger does not.
Hank Grady. Yeah, so that's not related to that.
Miss Grady arrived here with her brother Hank to undertake her first year of teaching. She appears to be held in high regard by the pupils, possessing a manner of regard that compels a child
I
to
don't
straighten
understand how
himself
there's
of his
so
own
many
accord,
kids
not from fear
when
of the
there's
rod,
only,
but from
like,
a desire not to disappoint her.
5 different people. Or like 8 different people that we've met. Like, how are there that many kids? And like only one kid is the kid that we know. Like, were there just other people that just aren't listed? Or like, where did all these kids come from? You know what I mean? Because nobody would send their kid out here unless they were working on the
Her
expedition.
steadfast study of the scriptures, which she frequently cites for guidance in morality and diligence, seems to vex some in the camp, though not to an extent that demands any adjustment.
Wait, what was the
Miss
last part?
Grady arrived her steadfast study of the scriptures, which she frequently cites for guidance in morality and diligence, seems to
Okay,
vex
I
some in the
see.
camp, though not to an extent that demands any adjustment.
It just says some people aren't like as religious, as reliant on like scripture, religious, like as she is, and it seems to bother some people a little bit, but it's, you know what I mean, it's not enough to really be that much of a problem.
Mr. Grady insisted upon accompanying his younger sister here for her first year of teaching. He has informed me that he served in the war as a young man, and subsequently spent several years working as a ranger. I suspect that Mr. Grady is haunted by the experiences he endured, as the other men have complained that he rouses them at night on account of his nightmares. I fear he is not entirely in command of himself, having found himself in conflict with certain men here. Some time ago, Mr. Miller was confined to the sickbed for 2 weeks with a fractured rib, following a dispute. I reprimanded Mr. Grady with emphasis and informed him that a deduction from his wages would be made, equivalent to twice the labor Mr. Miller was unable to perform, yet it appeared to trouble him not at all. I shall not renew Mr. Grady's contract. He is far too unpredictable. If this necessitates that Miss Grady also departs Deer Creek, then so be it. Mrs. Miller divides her duties between tending to the men in the infirmary, overseeing the laundry, and assisting in the kitchen when time permits. There is nothing to remark upon in the manner of her work. She performs her tasks without complaint and keeps to herself within the camp. I intend to renew the Millers' contract, given their circumstances.
Their circumstances.
There were no difficulties negotiating wages with the Millers, as their starting position was limited after 2 poor years on their farm. They had, at the time they approached me, already sold most of their livestock and tools, and faced the grim reality that they would have to sell the land. Regrettable. As I understand, Charles was the 5th generation of Millers to tend the farm, but such is life. He seems, however,
So
to have
these
adapted
two-
to lumber work without difficulty.
Charles and the other lady, they're married, so they
Mr.
probably
Miller
have
has
kids.
stated his intention to work diligently
Or might,
and
I don't know.
conscientiously here at Deer Creek in order to
But it seems
reclaim
like
the
there's
farm,
only 2
though I
couples.
suspect he does not fully comprehend the economic forces that govern the world. That is for him to discover, and so long as his ambition drives him to labor diligently here for a modest recompense, I shall not object. There were no difficulties negotiating.
Oh. Okay, Sam.
The reputation of Mr. Barnes reached me even before his application for work at Deer Creek. He was regarded as an exceptional smith and farrier, and such reports have proven entirely accurate. Not a single delay in production has arisen from broken or poorly maintained tools. Mr. Barnes is the sort of man who makes things run smoothly, without any fuss or display. Conscientious, honest, and upright. A good man. His contract shall be renewed.
Okay, well this didn't give us any information that we needed.
I hope you don't mind me looking, Thomas. The Northern Pacific Trust and Savings Bank, Seattle, Washington, August 11th, 1887. To Mr. Thomas Adams, 16 Montlake Boulevard, Montlake, Seattle.
Seattle.
Despite previous notices, your account with this bank remains unpaid beyond the grace afforded. Unless a partial payment is received by 20th November 1887, we shall be compelled to begin foreclosure and sale of your dwelling at the above address. It is our sincere hope you will act promptly to avoid such measures. The bank remains willing to accept any earnest payment offered without delay, as it is our preference to preserve the dignity and solvency of our clients rather than exercise our right of seizure.
Well, that's nice. That's nice words. Do they mean it?
Respectfully, J.H. Whitmore, Senior Clerk, Collections Department, the Northern Pacific Trust and Savings Bank.
But who was it to?
The Northern Pacific Trust and Savings Bank. To Mr. Thomas Adams, 16
Thomas
Lake-
Adams.
Despite previous, it is our sincere, respectfully.
Okay. Foreclosure of their house. And Adams is... That, yeah. Adams is the foreman.
The Northern Pacific Trust. To Mr. Thomas Adams, 6. Despite previous notices, your account with this bank remains unpaid beyond the grace afforded. It is our sincere hope.
Oh, so
respectfully-
he was never able to pay. He spent more than he had. Maybe he took out a loan. Okay. I'm so scared, yo. Deep breaths. It says to try this.
It seems too heavy to pick with a hairpin, but maybe the key is somewhere here in camp. Well, I'll be damned.
Run, Bean, run. Bean, come here. Oh no. What is it, Bean? What's happening? I'm spooked, Bean. Spooked. Too big, spooked. What happened, Bean? Thank you for comforting me, Bean. Oh, what happened?
No.
You think he was just left there? But why would they lock him in there? Okay, you're gonna see something like that and then you're just gonna fall asleep? Or is she passing out? Cause, like, I would be
If
panicked.
these troublesome mind have taught me anything, it is a sorrowful truth. folks carry more within them than the world ever sees. Deep valleys in the heart, where grief lies quiet and unseen. I myself am probably looked on as a recluse, socially inept. That's likely. But I do not think anyone suspects the thoughts I'm haunted by.
Bean always makes me feel better. Huh, Bean can do anything. I feel like if this was a hidden object game, you would see a corpse and it would just be like, okay, let's search the corpse. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be completely unbothered. But for some reason, the way this game is, to me, it feels like I'm in the game.
Everyone had their reasons for coming here. Some simply for work. Some I suspect to escape whatever past they wished on to escape. There are those who are God-fearing, those who are anything but.
Oh, Bean, what are you doing? Stop that. Stop that, Bean. You can't do that. She like, what you doing, Mom? Sorry, Bean. Sorry. This needs to be first, Bean. No, Ash, don't do that. There you go. She was trying to sign into my Microsoft account. What you doing, Bean? Stop that.
Miss Grady came here with her brother Hank from Spokane. He had been working in the mill, but followed her to Deer Creek for first year of teaching, as he knew of the rowdy ways of lumberjacks. From what Rosie tells me, Miss Grady is well loved by the children, though she can be somewhat rigid and difficult for the adults in the camp to be around. Whether this stems from a strict personality, or simply being a devout reader of the good book amongst rough company, I cannot say. I don't know much about her brother Hank, as he seems rather withdrawn. Word is, he endured horrific experiences as a soldier during the war, and later as a ranger. Things that will break any man. Beyond that, I know little other details. Mr. Burns is an admittedly skilled blacksmith and farrier, but I don't really understand what brought him to Deer Creek, as he would probably be far better paid for his skills in the city. On the other hand, it is his sole business.
Yeah, well, like she said at the beginning, everybody has a reason. Like, usually, like, if you're going away for something like this, you're literally moving, like, your livelihood, your whole life. Because you can't, there's no way to, you know what I mean? This is, like, way back when, like, you moved out here for a life. Like, you were not, you couldn't travel back and forth, like.
I think I have only traded a few words with Mr. Barnes, but he seemed well respected and appreciated amongst the other men, dutiful and hardworking. As I'm told, when their farm's meager yield could no longer support them, Mr. and Mrs. Miller resolved to seek their fortune beyond its failing fields. Word reached them about logging prospects in Deer Creek, so they contacted Thomas, who hired them shortly thereafter. Charles as a logger, and Jane splitting her time between cooking under Mrs. Evans and running the laundry. She also tends to the men when they need care in the infirmary. Sometimes I fear Charles does not treat Mrs. Miller quite right, but I might be mistaken. I can't say what makes me feel that way. I just get the sense.
Yeah, we already knew
I understand that Mr. Flynn has a bit of a trouble past.
Based on what the other guy said.
And a temper.
The storekeeper.
I would pity anyone that's on the receiving end of Mr. Flynn's upset. That's for certain. Word has it, the three men sought to waylay him outside a tavern in Evansville. And it is said that none of them drew breath by the end of that night. Whether there's truth to it, I cannot say. Yet I sense there is honor in the man, and for reasons I cannot fully grasp, the children seems to adore him. I dare say, it appears the feeling is mutual.
Well, that's usually a
Thomas may be
green
the
flag.
foreman of the camp, but Miss Evans might well be its heart. She runs the cookhouse, and her meals are beloved by the men. I dare say, Mr. Flynn harbors a fondness for her. I appreciate Miss Evans' directness. She treats everyone the same, caring little for social standing or surname, and she possesses a good and steady heart.
Aw.
Though she stands no taller than my shoulder, her presence is commanding in a way that is difficult to describe. She can even quiet my husband on occasion, and I believe he respects her all the more for it. Judge not lest you be judged, as the good book says, and I can't think of any other place that's more true than in Deer Creek. But one thing has stuck in my mind since a few weeks ago. I don't know if I should just leave it be or not. I do trust Thomas' judgment, for as who he employs or not, it is not that. But there's still something that bothers me.
That was two totally different takes on the cook. Like, her husband was all like, oh, you know, like talking about how she doesn't listen to him and how, like, she needs to learn her place and all this stuff. And then she's like, oh, I admire her for being able to tell my husband, like, how it is sometimes. You know, I think that's really interesting. What else happened?
Thomas hired Mr. Jeffrey solely as a favor to his cousin, Eugene Jackson, a business acquaintance from Thomas' days in the grain trade, to whom he owes a considerable debt. Mr. Jeffrey soon proved himself ill-suited for logging or any task requiring a sense of responsibility, or precision, for that matter. Thus, he was given the role of bull cook. He fetches water from the creek, ensures there's firewood in the quarters, and sees to the feeding of the horses.
So that's why he didn't have a job. Because he just does random stuff.
One
to just
remark
keep
I
the camp
once
going.
overheard Mr. Grady make in passing about Mr. Jeffrey has stayed with me. The man is not proper up there. I believe Mr. Grady merely gave voice to a suspicion I, too, had begun to harbor. That there is something not quite right in that man. This meek-looking man, with nothing distinct about him save Rosie delights in tending to the horses with him. And I find myself unsure on how to approach this predicament, for the man has done nothing to warrant suspicion, and Rosie loves the horses more than anything in the world.
Okay, I'm gonna read it to y'all, as I have it on my phone now. This meek-looking man, with nothing distinct about him save for his considerable height and the weariness in his eyes, should not on the surface be cause for concern. To most he might even come across as incapable. Rosie delights in tending to the horses with him. And I find myself unsure of how to approach this predicament, for the man has done nothing to warrant suspicion, and Rosie loves the horses more than anything in the world.
Yet, lately, he has begun to appear in my dreams, or rather, in my nightmares. Though I cannot say why, I shall keep these thoughts to myself, for I cannot let Rosie suffer on account of my unease or superstition.
What happened, Bean?
It wasn't just a nightmare. This is real. What happened to that man? I must have fainted when I got back. Jesus Christ, my back feels completely busted up. I knew there was something behind that door, but I would have never imagined something like this. I can't just ignore this. I have to find out what happened here. Not for the project or myself, but for him.
Yeah, so they just locked him in there. And it's like, why would you ever do that to somebody? I think because the little girl went missing, even though they haven't confirmed that that's what happened, but I think that's what happened. I think because the little girl is like the center, the way they did like the title screen and everything. The little girl is like the center of everything, and everybody talks about how they like her, how she's precious and perfect and all this stuff. So I think she was close. We just saw that she loved the horses and she was close with the guy. And maybe something happened to one of the horses or whatever, and she went out into the woods and no one could find her again. And other things might have escalated too. And then they just ran away and never found the girl and locked him. And maybe he felt like he deserved it. You know, like maybe he, you know, initially or whatever, like, because, you know, I mean, I'm sure he probably felt, I mean, we don't really know anything, but if that's what happened, he probably felt guilt for that. I mean, I doubt he wanted, you know what I mean, it to be this way. But I don't know, that's just all my thoughts. I don't know if any of that's true.
At the back of the north...
I don't want to go back, Bean. I'm scared. I don't have all my pictures yet, do I? Yeah, I'm still missing one. She like backed away like something crazy had happened. But it was just that there was a, you know, a really old corpse in there. Which is really sad and terrible, but I don't know. Yeah. As long as there ain't nobody coming after me. We got this. I don't know if I need anything else, but let's go back in.
Jesus Christ. What cruelty to leave a man like this. I'm not sure why, but I have a feeling I should take this with me.
The foreman's cane is in here.
I need to learn more. Forgive me.
This is awkward.
Is this a letter?
He's holding something in his hand. Make sure my sound is on. Just gonna double check really quick.
It reads, "To whoever might find this letter, my name is Norman Jeffrey, and I was left to die in this room. But it doesn't matter, since everything I care for has been ripped from me. I have nothing left in this world to my name.
Okay.
I know the Lord will have mercy on my soul, for he knows I am innocent. I will see you soon, Maddie, that I may once more stroke your golden hair. I saw you in her, and I guess that was my crime. Wait for me among the stars." The camp has been silent for hours. I think they all left this morning. My head is feeling so heavy, and I can't keep my hands from shaking. I don't think I will make it through the night. Oh my God. I'd have to break his fingers to get it loose. I'm not doing that ever.
That's fair.
What is this thing?
There are small, star-shaped engravings on the top part, but it seems like there are 2 pieces missing. It looks like some sort of box. There doesn't seem to be any keyhole, though. They're all empty. Small red linen pouches. Oh, children's drawings. A man with a horse and a little girl. This place looks just as chaotic as the last room.
Yeah, so it's just like what I was
I
saying.
suppose this poor man tried everything to get out of here.
How something happened to the girl. He said Maddie. Is that the girl's name? She's not even in the picture. Wait, she's in the picture from the schoolhouse.
Red noses and red cheek. I can't find any names, but I'm...
Roslyn. Then who would Maddie? Who's Maddie?
This place looks just as...
I went back. I already searched. It's wild that he died and there's just like he didn't even like put like a blanket around himself. Like, you know what I mean? You know it would be cold. Like
I don't want to... It's as if he's grasping for something.
oh, do you think he wants this?
Life has many possibilities.
Nope.
I don't want to break that. I don't see anything that needs... I can't do that.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do that either. But it still says I need to search. Oh, examine the cane head.
There's something rattling inside. There's something rattling in wooden splinters from the shaft of the cane. There's something rattling in...
What could I do?
While this is a tried and true method,
There's something rattling inside the cane head. I should be able to pull the remaining splinters out. An oddly shaped key was hidden inside the cane head. This won't fit in any regular lock. What was the foreman hiding?
Where would this go? What have we not opened yet? Obviously I haven't opened the safe, but there's no key to the safe. Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh my god.
There's something
It's a key!
the key
Oh
from
my
inside
God.
the cane fits. This must be the foreman's doing.
A metal cylinder? There's some engravings on it.
Oh god, I can't math. God. What would you do? This is a math puzzle. Something times something plus being always in the way.
8. A piece of paper hidden inside. 1871. I'll bring this with me. I doubt I'll need this cylinder anymore, though.
There we go.
The safe unlocks. I'm definitely bringing this. Mary at the Tower, 1887. I wonder if there's any notes on the backside. My dear Thomas, should you ever care to visit, keep watch for these marks along the path. There are instructions written as to how to reach the tower. There's supposed to be a path next to the school building.
Okay. Good. So we can get to the tower from here.
My dear Thomas, there's instruction.
Okay. Cool. Because we needed something to be able to get there.
More morphine pills? Poor Thomas. He must have been in such pain.
Okay.
Timber claim and land purchase
Maybe
notice.
you just had migraines.
Deer
or
Creek
something.
Territory, September 3rd, 1885. Let it be recorded that Thomas
Sorry, I'm making sure the sound is back on.
Adams has this day lawfully purchased the tract of land bordering Deer Creek, designated in the Territorial Land Register as Survey Lot Number 17, Section 425C, including all standing timber thereon for the purpose of logging and removal. The consideration paid, together with full receipt thereof, is duly recorded in a separate bill of sale, appended to this claim and filed under Register Entry Number 1880 DC, signed by Thomas Adams, witnessed by Robert Morrison.
So, like, I don't need all the numbers and stuff. Okay.
I trust this finds you in good health. I write to entreat a small favor. My cousin, Norman Jeffrey, a man of honest character and steadfast industry, has of late been visited by a terrible calamity that has left him robbed of family and dwelling. He is struggling to regain his footing in his new situation. I should be much obliged if you could find a place for him in your new enterprise. Your consideration would mean more than I can say, and I am confident he will prove himself entirely worthy. With sincere regards, Eugene Jackson.
Okay, so I got some documents. Oh, I got the. I can go to the tower. That's great.
I think I'll use the door. I can use the directions on the back side of the photograph to guide me through the woods.
Where's he gonna pee? Okay, oh god.
When you come upon a clearing with paths leading north, east, and south, pray take the northern way. When the forest bars your northern way and paths lead to the west and east, take the eastern path.
You gotta know your directions. You gotta know what's east.
Where two old trees stand, go north. There is said to be a hidden glade nearby, though I have never yet been able to find it. When you are well along the path and there is no choice but to go further in, continue onward.
This should be it, right? Oh, rock.
I'm deep into the woods now. What have I gotten myself into? A great rock lies at the center where the paths meet. Head west from there. After you have passed the great rock, you will find yourself in another clearing. From there, go north.
It's crazy that they would still be cleared, though. I'm being wild. Baked bean.
At last.
Take that picture. Oh, guess not.
Looks like a telescope peeking out through the window. I hope the ladder holds. I'd rather not fall again. My shoulder still hurts. I'll be extra careful. This is amazing. A picture of little Rosalind Adams. An old telescope. I wonder if it still works. 1,000,000 stars. Diary of Mary Adams, 1887.
I knew we'd find her
This is
diary at
incredible.
the end.
The diary of the foreman's wife.
And we'd get we've been getting sections throughout. You know, so we didn't have to read it all at once.
It is a strange thing to look back on the man Thomas once was. He was never what one might call passionate, but there was a steadiness in him, a clear sense of purpose that showed in his manner, and I think it was that result I found myself drawn to. I wonder now if that light has simply dimmed, or if I have forgotten how to see it. This valley, with all its trials and hardships, seemed to have taken something from him, worn him down in ways I cannot fully understand. Perhaps it is the weight he carries, the relentless matters of business,
Oh, she's
the torment of his back pain, and, I suspect, a quiet shame over how my condition might reflect upon him. I think of this tower as the last sign of what once existed between Thomas and me. He had 3 men set aside their duties to build this refuge for me, though it served none of his business interests. I
Aw,
find peace here,
that's sweet.
journaling the arrival and departure of birds and the changing of seasons. The others in the camp probably think of me as a recluse, and I guess they're not wrong in that. No one except for Rosie visits, and I prefer it that way. Despite the tranquility, my mind seemed to wander to melancholy topics by itself, almost as if it was led by a spectre. I try to keep the thoughts at bay, but they wash over me. Perhaps it is so. The life moves ever toward its own undoing, and we with it, becoming a little more than the worn fragments of our better days. That every joyful thing seems to demand twice its weight in sorrow. I for sure do feel broken, as though I was not made for this world. An oddity that somehow slipped through some unseen crack into existence, where I ought never to have arrived.
Yeah, she definitely has some sort of depression at the very least. And if something did happen to the little girl, then that could just be like something to make her not want to be around anymore. You know, and if the guy lost his whole family.
I hope not to pass my disposition on to Rosie,
You know.
though thus far she seems cut from a brighter cloth than I. Books provide some relief from my woefulness, and Rosie's favorite was At the Back of the North Wind. She was usually asleep before we reached the part where they arrived at Diamond's home. How dearly I love you. If only you knew. If there is a light in this world, it is you. I have made myself a solemn promise. Whatever storm may stir within my chest, I will not, I shall not, let it wait upon your shoulders. The one thing I do seem forever destined to do is removing your hairpin. For you always forget to take it out before bed, silly girl.
That's really sweet that she's aware enough to be like, I don't want to push how I feel on you. Bad weather. Oh, I gotta find my way back.
I gotta get back before it gets even worse. Shit. I can't see shit in this snowstorm.
Okay, I came this way. Did I go this way?
Fuck. If I don't get back to the cabin,
there's
I'll
the
freeze
rock.
to death.
There's the rock.
If I get lost in the woods, I'm...
It's not that way. So the rock was this way. I'm gonna die. There's a light.
My hands are shaking. I could have died out there.
I'll use this later with my...
How come the fire is still burning? I haven't added any logs since the first night.
I think the little girl...
I don't get it. I better just leave it be.
The little girl is still around because that's her book. This is her book.
At the Back of the North Wind. Bedtime story, I'd assume.
Uh-oh. There's some steps. Maybe it was the guy that dropped us off. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go that way. But I guess I have to. Why can't I just stay in the cat? I guess that's like being a city
These are
dog.
not my footprints.
Oh god, why are we going back? This is making it scarier. Here we go.
Dear God. They end at the barrels.
Who's in that barrel?
I
There's an inscription. A lingering sorrow rests behind this door, spun from threads that link us four. For fate fell heavy upon our streak, and our stories were lost to the restless creek. What? Another inscription. It reads, there is a hidden glade in the wood, where stands a hollow tree. It keeps what Mr. Grady and Mr. Barnes found in the stream. I saw it shining once, and since then, there is only night.
Okay.
A hidden glade? What does that mean? What is this thing?
Who is it? It's gotta be the girl. She ain't got no face. Maybe it's like her ghost trying to like encourage us to finish the mystery, you know?
It's okay, I'm just imagining things.
You know, like to solve so that everyone can rest kind of thing. You know, the story can rest. So, hollowed out tree.
I can use the directions on the...
When you come upon a clearing with paths leading north, east, and south, when the forest bars your northern way and paths lead to the west and east,
I don't even know if there's something over here, but...
where two old trees stand, go north. There is said to be a hidden glade nearby, though I have never yet been able to find it.
Tree.
There is a hidden glade in the wood. There's something inside. What is it? A piece of gold. It's pretty heavy.
Ooh, I'm glad I tried this first. So I had no idea where else to go. Okay, so we got that. It's in here, right?
That doesn't work. There is a hidden glade in the wood, where stands a hollow tree. It keeps what Mr. Grady and Mr. Barnes... Maybe something else. Don't think...
Maybe I use it at the forge?
It seems to be missing. I could try to smelt it. I'll pour it into the ring mold afterwards.
So since they found the gold, it's always been night. Right, that's what it said.
The ring, it's already cold. I can safely grab it, but how is that possible?
Oh no, bro. But we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so here's the first part of the puzzle.
Will this work?
Another inscription. It reads,
Mr. Jeffrey tells me stories of Maddie from before the fire. She loved collecting things and gazing at the stars. He says he will always hold her near. His eyes grow sad and fill with tears when he speaks of her. I wonder if I might have been like her, were it not for her golden hair. Jeffrey must have told Rosie stories when they tended the horses. From before the fire, Jeffrey lost his daughter in a fire? She loved gazing at the stars.
Oh, I gotta go all the way back. Oops, I don't wanna go there.
I can use the directions.
When the forest bars your northern way and paths lead to the I must have taken a wrong.
I can use the direction.
Oops. I should have gone east. I think it's north here.
Where two old trees stand.
Yep. Okay, found a rock.
A great rock lies at the center where the paths meet. Head
And then I think we go north here.
After you have passed the great... Looks like a telescope. I'd rather... The journal is gone. Did I bring...
She only left it for her to read, then took it away. Somebody's gonna be looking at you when you look in there. Somebody's gonna be looking in the thing. Would that be? Oh, I'm not gonna remember that.
I'm not really superstitious, but could this mean something? I better make a drawing of this while I can still see it. The ice has melted.
This will be cold as shit, but thankfully there's dry cloths in here.
It's probably full of dead rats and rat shit.
Oh, I can't imagine. Ugh, gross. Oh, there we go.
It's not a bracelet. It's a small metal ring. What was this used for?
Oh wait, no. Okay. Okay, so 2, 2, 3. There we go. I got it. I had to cheat because I needed to hold it up. Like, it was too difficult going back and forth and back and forth. Oh, he kept her hair. That's so sad. Oh, give it to him, 'cause he has his hand out. I did not think of that. Please don't look at me, sir. I do not want to look at you, please. Oh, that's so sad. She died. Really young. 4 years old. That's sad. The butterfly. I think it was just in a cutscene, so hopefully she'll just find it. I would have been sniffling this whole time. You kidding me in the cold like that? Little ear tufts. As long as the doll doesn't start moving. Yep, has been this whole time. But where does it want it? Oh, goodness gracious. Let me put one over here as well. He didn't put one on the second one, though. Apparently that's it. Apparently that's all we needed. Yeah. Spooky bean. Spooky. Spooky bean. And she's got the fairy wings. I mean, the butterfly wings. Maybe that's the hairpin. Her wings.
A pair of butterfly wings.
Okay, let's go back. Oops.
This must be it.
Oh my gosh. How would she ever explain this to her husband? Like, oh yes, I just, like, did all this random stuff when I really should have just left. You know, like, I went around, you know, snooping into other people's business and got myself almost
It's
died.
pitch black down there.
You know.
Nothing interesting.
Well, where am I gonna get fuel?
Was I led here? Okay, Charlotte. You need to do this.
She's gonna get stuck in there. Oh my god. What do we do? There's her hairpin. Or is that like a butterfly? What would be the point of going in the hatch then if you're just gonna go back outside? Oh goodness.
I won't turn back now.
Alright, let's do it. Do we just hit the light?
What is happening? The lantern. Rosie.
Did she get sick? Oh no, she got up. I don't understand.
That's Sam and Hank.
So do they have their argument? Oh, they found the gold. Okay. What about the gold?
Rosie.
Saw the gold. Was it all like greed because they didn't want anybody else to know about the gold? But I don't understand. Where did she go?
Linda, what did you do?
Yeah, she didn't say anything.
Oh my god.
Why would she do that to a kid, though? I guess he was just nuts. He was just out of his mind.
Jesus Christ, Hank, what did you do?
And then the other guy was there, so then he blamed the other guy and said, why did you do this? And then they locked the other guy in the cellar because everyone believed that the other guy did it. They're just looking for her. No one knows where she is. So the world went black when they found the something shiny because that's when she died.
Edgar found her.
That's so sad.
Oh my god.
And then they all turned against him because he found her. And they just wanted to accuse somebody and they didn't know who did it. It's like Town of Salem. Have you guys ever played Town of Salem? It always goes wrong. Always goes wrong. Unless somebody's really bad at being, you know, well, I mean, I guess it depends. There's so many, like, things you can be now, but, like, you're just playing, like, OG roles, then, I mean, at some point you figure out who the Mafia is if you actually try.
Say it. Say it. Say what you did, you goddamn monster. He didn't do anything.
They just blame the other person, Bean. They just blame the other person. Yeah, a baked bean. Bean's like, I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Liar.
Yeah, we already figured that out. Like, They don't even need to really fully explain this part.
You goddamn monsters.
Because this was obvious. Once we found him in there.
You poor man.
Oh, he was like bleeding out, I see. So he didn't even like, that's why he was like, I'm not gonna make it. Because he needed medical attention. It wasn't the cold, it was literally, he just died from his injuries. The butterfly.
Rosie?
And butterflies are usually, like, universally seen as, like, a symbol of someone saying hi that's passed on. That's not, like, just from the game. It's, like, a normal, like, thing that people say. Or, you know, like, just the... I don't know. It's a nice thought, though. 11th October, 1887.
The mornings come crisp with frost that clings to the grass. The days grow shorter, the air sharper, and the forest, once alive with birdsong, now stands far quieter, waiting for the first snow to fall. I still feel a pull of nightmares and melancholy upon my heart, though of late it seems somewhat lessened, as if their weight has eased, if only a little. I do not imagine I shall ever be truly free of them. But perhaps, in time, we might coexist, like a welcome neighbors one learns to endure. Could it be that Dr. Williamson's recommendation has, in fact, proven effective? That this journal has done what no medicine ever could? If you are reading this, my beloved Rosie, I can but hope for your forgiveness. Your mother tried her best despite her sorrowful disposition, even if at times it might have seemed otherwise. Maybe you're a grown woman by the time you find this journal. Maybe you have children of your own. Maybe you remember the time in Deer Creek with fondness, as an adventure where every tree and meadow had its luster and mystery.
Does she not know that her kid died?
I cannot help but marvel at you. You move through life with such innocence and wonder, and I'm grateful that my shadows do not seem to reach you. How bright and true your little soul is, my dear. My beloved girl, I love you more than anything in this world.
But I guess so. We need to take our stuff though and develop it, right? I guess it makes sense because he's the only guy with, like, white hair. Well, he has lighter hair, too. Not white, but, like, you know. But we never developed the photos. And it kept saying we need to wait. That was wild. I don't know what to think. I feel like some of it, I feel like it could have used a hint system with. I mean, I know that it's a very casual game. I mean, like, I fiddle around enough, I'll figure it out. But it's like some of it I feel like wasn't like straightforward enough for me to just know what to do. You know what I mean? You never fully got into that flow state that you usually get with like these types of games where like, you know, you're in like the middle of the game and you're like going and going and going because you're in the zone. With this game, like things kept pulling you out of the rhythm. And so you couldn't maintain that same, you know. But I didn't think it was bad or anything. It was sad, but I mean, like, did the mom not understand? Like, didn't she die? The little girl? Or did she just get hit? Maybe the mom wrote that before she died. I don't know, but that was really sad. But at least it all worked out and we figured it all out. I do feel like, and I was reading the person that I watched some of the recording of to try to, because I was confused, you know, to try to solve some of it. They were struggling too, and they wrote in their description that it had like extra things about the characters that weren't necessary to the plot, but that still like brings out the like a world around the story, even though they weren't necessary. I think it was all just like a lot of information, and like it could have been anybody kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. And it was the only thing is that it's a mystery. And it's kind of like, I believe it's sort of like, let me look at my description, because I just wrote what they put on Steam. Oh, it doesn't say anything about mystery. Because I was gonna say, if they're advertising it as a mystery, then it should have more of, like, more evidence for you to be able to figure out what happened before the end. Like, obviously, I figured out the part about the guy that we saw that was locked up in there. I already understood that part. I don't even know why they went into such depths to explain it. And why she was so, like, surprised, because I'd already put that together, 2 and 2 together for that, but I hadn't put together how something happened to Rosie, because the gold came out of nowhere. No one ever talked about that. And greed kind of does crazy things to people. But And the dad was like, oh, he's unpredictable. The foreman was like, oh, the guy with the PTSD was unpredictable. And that was so wrong of his sister, who was the teacher, to not be honest about what she saw. But she was defending her family, just like, you know, other people would, but he was totally in the wrong. You know? That poor innocent guy died. I don't know, I feel like it was really good, but I feel like it's one of those games that it's like, I don't know if I'd play it again. Like, I don't really feel like it has much replay value, because it's such a specific tale. Like, I think I would just remember. Like, the whole thing is learning what happens, you know? And there's not really many, like, crazy intricate, like, puzzles either. I think that last puzzle was the hardest puzzle. And I just never understood I didn't understand how to do it. But I also just didn't want to spend the time to try to figure it out. Like, I was tired, and I'm like, I know this is probably the end, you know? But I don't 100% understand how you're supposed to do that one. But I think that was, like, the one that, like, uses the most of your brain power. Like, most of it was pretty simple. Not hard at all. And even the Orion, or whatever one, that one wasn't hard either. The star pattern, it's just that when you're flipping from the page and then back to the thing, you should be able to just put it next to, you know, the puzzle, instead of having to flip back and forth, because I just couldn't, like, I was like, is it gonna be sideways, is it gonna be straight? Like, I couldn't I could not get that part together, to save my soul. But that's also just a personal problem. But yeah, I did otherwise, besides those minor critiques of the gameplay itself. I do think it was a great game. It captivated my interest. I was not bored. I was spooked a lot. I kept thinking, like, something crazy was gonna happen. I felt, like, super, like, alone, but also watched at the same time. So it was really creepy. Like, I felt like I was constantly being watched. I really like that tone. I kind of was hoping they'd do something a little bit more than that, but once I realized it was just a little girl, then I was like, that's not creepy. So then it, like, wasn't scary anymore, which is fine. But, like, the whole time it just felt, you know, like something was gonna come of that, and then it became nothing. But regardless, it was a good vibe. I did enjoy it. They're Swedish indie developers. I think Swedish, or let me double check. But regardless, indie developers. I have to look at my email really quick, because I don't know a ton about them. But they kindly emailed me to let me know when it released, but I also just had it on my wish list, so I got an email anyway saying that it had released. Yes, Swedish indie studio. And in the fall, apparently it's going to release on iOS. I think that it would be a good game. If they mean iOS for computer, then that's a little different. But I'm thinking of, like, if it was like an app, like point and click, like for your phone, like, I think that would be really good. because it provides way more than like a normal app game would, without being super, you know, like difficult to play or anything. But they probably just mean on app, like just being able to play it on Mac desktop. But regardless, I think that it was really fun, but they do plan on releasing it on iOS in the fall, apparently. And yeah. Anyways, I will be sure to leave a review on the game, and I will edit this, and upload it separately on the channel. I think I'm gonna make a playlist with, like, just visual novels that I've done, because I've done so many at this point, and I could just do, like, the first visual novel for each. Like, for Scarlet Hollow, I would just do the first Scarlet Hollow one, and then in that one I have links to the rest of it. You know what I mean? And I'll just do all my visual novels, games in one playlist. That way people can just, you know, if that's your vibe. Because I play so many of those, and I never thought of doing a playlist. But I feel like this should be on a playlist. And there's so many coming out that I want to play. Like, I really want to play Pink Noise. But I think it's only in early access. So that's why I haven't done it yet. But that's one I want to play. I just got another one that came out recently. Where is it? Radio Light. I'm pretty sure it's a... Oh, another child, another disappearing child. It's a walking sim, so it's not really a visual novel. But it's a similar kind of, like, adventure. I don't know if it's point and click, but that one I just have had on my wish list. Like, the doll shop, I'll probably play. That one was creepy, though. Habermania, whenever that comes out, it's, like, gonna be in early access, so I'll probably wait. Pink Noise is in early access, so I'm waiting. Simon the Sorcerer, I could play that one, but it needs to be... I'm probably gonna wait till it's, like, I have time and it's on sale. Best Served Cold is, like, detective, but kind of visual novel, too. So that one would be fun. But yeah, I have several in the works, and I always try to keep my eye out for visual novels, because I feel like they're kind of underappreciated. Like, people don't play them a ton. So, and it's just laid back and chill, and I do really like it. I mean, it was nice that this one was voice acted, but I do really like being able to voice act it myself. I find that keeps me more engaged for streaming purposes, but extremely helpful if you're just playing on your own to have it voice acted. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out the playlists and such. I will make a playlist for the visual novels, and I will link that, but obviously it's not there yet. I just thought about doing that just now, so I'll do that later. But I already have linked below, like, the demo, the Steam link, and just, you know, like, just if you want to see the game, support the devs, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to go through a couple little things of like that I appreciated about the game that I didn't get to mention on stream. This is just like post-stream reflective thoughts that I thought I'd include in this version if you're interested to hear. If not, feel free to check out the rest of the channel, and if not, enjoy your day. This is the end of the video. I just wanted to go ahead and discuss a few things that I didn't get to touch on in the stream. So one thing I really did like was like I thought that the game was super user-friendly. For a point-and-click game, I mean, that's not extremely difficult to achieve, but you'd be surprised. But the main thing I'm touching on is like the combining objects. I liked that. I liked that they included that. Just makes the game, like a game like that, a little bit more interactive. And just like I found that that was all really easy to use. I did have one little glitch where it didn't want to, like I would lose my backpack and my notes, like they would just disappear on the bottom left of the screen. But then once I saved, I went like into the menu and I saved, and then I came back, it came back. But that was really the only glitch I think I had. And at the end, for some reason, I couldn't get into school, and then like it took a second to get that to actually let me to go in, but I think maybe I was just clicking in the wrong spot. I don't know. They probably just need to fix it to where you just click there and you just go in, because that's the end of the game, and like you're already there, you've made it that far. You know what I mean? Like you should just go into the cutscene. I did feel like a couple things in the storytelling were redundant, but overall I felt like the pacing itself, though like either redundant or like sometimes it had too much information, as I mentioned previously. I also felt like it was good because it was I never really felt bored. You know what I mean? Like I felt on edge, constantly wanting to know, and a lot of that had to do with the environment. They did a great job getting the vibes down and getting it to be where, you know, it was interesting and you weren't like, okay, let's move on, okay, let's move on. I didn't have that until the very end, because they were explaining like the last part that I'd already figured out, and it was like, what, is there more? Is there something else that I was supposed to get? And there wasn't. So I was kind of a little, that part was like, ugh, but nothing else was like that. And I also just really enjoyed the graphics. I love those kinds of graphics. I just love the vibe. I think they did a great job. I think the voice acting was really good. And it's great for an indie game. But yeah, anyway, those are my positive points. And I hope to see more games like this in the future. See you guys later. Have a great night. Bye-bye.